Hello student, this is the third part of the lesson outcome of democracy class 10th. So reduction of the inequalities. Reduction of inequalities. Perhaps more than development, it is reasonable. More than development in democracy, it is reasonable to expect democracies to reduce the in economic disparities. Means development it is expected, but more than development, what is important, or it is the reasonable to expect democracies to reduce the economic disparities or economic differences or inequalities. Even when a country achieves economic growth, will wealth be distributed in such a way that all citizens of the country will have share and lead a better life. Means if the resources they are distributed equally, then there would be better life and economic growth. In that democracy accompanied by increase the inequalities among the people. Or do democracies lead to just a distribution of goods or opportunities? This is also. And wise of the poor. This is the cartoon shows. Then here democracies are based on political equality. Basically democracies are based on what? Political equality. All individuals have equal weight. All individuals have equal weight in electing representatives. Parallel to the process of bringing individuals into the political arena. Arena means area. On an equal footing, we find growing economic inequality. Means whatever inequalities are there in the democracy, it should be removed and how to bring the economic equalities. Bringing economic equalities means what? Whatever resources are there, they have to be equally distributed among the individual, and that would be the economic inequalities which we expect from the democracy. Better than the development. A small number of ultra rich enjoy highly disproportionate share of the wealth and income. Means small number of ultra rich enjoy, or few person members, those who are rich, they enjoy the highly disproportionate share of wealth, consumption of the wealth resources much more, that is disproportionately. And income also, they have more income and consumption. Not only that, their share in the total income of the country has increasing. Their total earning or share in their income, it is increasing in the national income, and they also consumption, it is also increase disproportionately. Those at the bottom of the society have very little to depend upon. Means those who are bottom level of the bottom, and they are not rich or poor people, they have limited resources or they do not get the resources, and their income also decline. Their income have been declined. Sometimes they find it difficult to meet their basic needs of life. और कभी क्या होता है कि they are unable to fulfill their even basic needs of the life, such as food, clothing, house, education, health. All these are the basic needs required for living the life, and these are not accessible or reachable to this poor people. Means this is the inequalities. And life in actual life, democracies do not appear to be very successful in reducing economic inequalities. एक्चुअल लाइफ में डेमोक्रेसीज ऐसा कुछ सक्सेसफुल प्रूव नहीं हुई. इन व्हाट सेंस? फॉर रिड्यूसिंग इकोनॉमिक इनइक्वालिटीज. इकोनॉमिक इनइक्वालिटीज दे आर as it is found in the democracy. In class 9th economic textbooks, you have already studied about the poverty in India. The poor constitute large proportion of the voters, and no party like to lose their voters, because quantity of the poor people, they are much more, and no party would like to ignore the, because they are the poor people are the vote bank of the leaders, political leaders. So no one would like to ignore their sentiments because of the political benefit, because after all they are the poor people who are large in number, and they are real vote bank of the political leaders. So here, as you would expect them to, the situation is much worse in some other countries. In Bangladesh, more than half of its population live in the poverty. It's, country to country situation of the poverty, it is different. If we take the example of Bangladesh, more than 50% people, they are poor. People in the several poor countries are now dependent on the rich countries. Poor countries, they are dependent on the rich countries for the resources, even for the food supply. Means food, it is the basic needs, and these poor countries, they are not fulfill their even basic need of the food. This is the fact. Then come to the accommodation. Come to the accommodation of social diversity. Accommodation of social diversity. Do democracies lead to peaceful and harmonious life among the citizens? It will be a fair expectation that democracy should reduce harmonious social, that is democracy should produce a harmonious social life. डेमोक्रेसी क्या प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है? हारमोनियस सोशल लाइफ, जहाँ people they are living with properly or closely with each other, satisfactory, that is harmoniously. We have seen In the earlier chapter, how democracies accommodate various social divisions, we saw in the first chapter how Belgium has successfully negotiated differences among the ethnic population. In first lesson, power sharing, we have seen about the democracy. Whatever problems arise there, rose there because of the ethnicity, and how they resolve this ethnic population or disputes. So democracies usually dependent a procedure. Democracy usually develop procedure to conduct their competition. This reduces the possibility of this tension becoming explosive or the violent. Means democracy usually develop that procedure. Which procedure? And because of that procedure, it becomes the possibility of this tension becoming explosive or violent, that reduced whatever tensions or aggressiveness is there, that reduce. No society no society can fully or permanently resolve conflicts among the different groups, but we can certainly learn to respect these differences. No society can fully and permanently resolve conflicts among the different groups, but we can certainly learn to respect these differences. Is whatever differences are there in the democracy, what we learn in the democracy, that certainly learn the respect. There should be the respect of these differences. Means poor people, if the poor people are there, we have to be respect of them as a human being, though they are poor. There should not be the discrimination. This we learn from the democracy. We can also evolve mechanism. We have also evolved mechanism for what? To negotiate the differences. Is whatever differences are there, that should be negotiated. वो सॉल्व होना चाहिए विथ पीसफुल वे और प्लस माइनस वे. Democracy is best suited to produce this outcome, or democracy, it is best suited for the process this outcome. Process of outcome means to negotiate the differences. Means negotiating the differences can be possible in democracy only. That is the outcome of democracy. No democratic regime often turn a blind eye to or suppress, that is suppress social diversity. Means it is expected social diversity in the democracy, and it should be resolved with the peaceful way by negotiating. Then ability to handle the social differences. We learn from the democracy that ability to handle the social differences as well as division and conflicts is thus a definite plus point of the democratic regime. Means divisions are there, conflicts are there, and these are the points in the democracy, and it should be resolved. There is the process in democracy how to resolve these conflicts, differences, divisions. But the example of Sri Lanka, we also studied the example of Sri Lanka, what disputes arise and what were the consequences of these disputes in the Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka remind us that democracy must fulfill two conditions in order to achieve this outcome. तो कौन सी कंडीशन फुलफिल होना चाहिए फॉर एक्सपेक्टिंग और अचीविंग द आउटकम ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी in Sri Lanka? So first one is what? It is necessary to understand that democracy is not the simply rule. It is necessary to understand that democracy is not a simply rule by the majority opinion. एक मेजॉरिटी ओपिनियन का रूल ही नहीं है. तो क्या है? द मेजॉरिटी ऑलवेज नीड्स टू वर्क. दैट मेजॉरिटी ऑलवेज needs to work with the minority. I mean, some people, they are more in number, or that is called the majority, but some members, they are in the less number and they are called the minority. And in democracy, majority always needs to work with the minority. It is expected. So the government function to represent the general view. Majority and minority opinions are not permanent. See again, majority and minority, that goes in hand, and majority and minority opinion is not a permanent opinion. Second one is, it is also necessary that rule by the majority does not become the rule by minority. See here, it is also need that rule by the majority does not become the rule of minority community in the term of religious or race or linguistic groups. Linguistic means language group, etc. Rule by the majority means that in case of every decision, that means that case of every decision or the case of every election, different person and groups may and can form the majority. What we have discussed here? See here, rule by the majority means, majority rule क्या है? What is that majority rule? In case of every decision or in case of every election, different person or different groups may and can form the majority. It is not permanent. Majority and minority, it is not permanent. Democracy remains democracy only. Democracy that remains only democracy as long as the citizen has chance of being in the majority at some point of time. Means there is alternative term of the majority and minority. They are not permanent. If someone is barred means क्या? Lack of or prevent them. If someone is barred from being the in majority on the basis of birth, then the democratic rule cease to be commendative for that person or group. Commendative means what? That is include. So here we have seen how accommodation of the society differences and how the differences result in the democracy, or that is majority and minority they are not permanent in the democracy. Democracy does not appear to be successful in reducing economic equality that we have seen. A small number of ultra rich people are a highly disproportionate share of the wealth and income. Their share in the total income is increasing, and people at the bottom, the social society, have to lead a very tough life. Poor people at the bottom level, they lead very tough life. But we find accommodation of social diversity in the democracy. No society can fully permanently resolve the conflicts among the different groups, and but we can clearly learn to respect these differences. We clearly discuss how to learn these differences in the democracy. So democracy support, next title is that dignity and freedom. Dignity and freedom of the citizen. This is also expected in democracy. This is also expected in democracy. Here dignity and freedom of the citizens. Dignity and freedom of the citizen. Democracy stands much superior. Democracy stands much superior to any other form of the government. Means democracy is the better government comparing to the other, or it is superior to any form of the government in the promoting dignity. Why it is better? Because it produce or it promote dignity and freedom. Dignity and freedom to the individual. Every individual wants to receive the respect. Every individual wants to receive the respect from fellow being. Means every individual in democracy, even though in other form of government they expect dignity and freedom, but this expectation fulfill only in the democracy. Often conflicts arise among the individuals because some feels that they are not treated with due respect. The passion for respect and freedom are basis of democracy. What are the basis of democracy? Passion and respect. Passion for the respect and freedom. Democracies though throughout the world have recognized this, at least in principle. This has been achieved in various degrees in various democracies. For the society which have been built for long on the basis of subordination and domination, it is not the simple matter to recognize that all individuals are equal. Means it is very tough task. It would not possible to resolve the all differences or all the conflicts which in the society. But democracy gives that most of the differences are assured to resolve these differences among the individual, or individuals are equal. Take the case of dignity of woman. For example, take the case of dignity of women. Dignity means significance. Most society across the world were historically male dominated society. Universally, this across the world, even though in India and across the world, we observe that society is male dominated society. Maximum privileges they are with the male, and women considered subordinate. So long struggle by the women have created some sensitivity today that respect to and equal treatment of the women are necessary. These are necessary of a democratic society, means giving equality, dignity to the women population. It is uh, important, or this is necessary ingredient of the democratic society. That does not means that women are actually always treated with the respect. मीन्स दैट डज नॉट मीन्स, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वुमन को, सभी वुमन को मीन्स दे आर ट्रीटेड विद द रिस्पेक्ट. सो मेनी cases we read in the newspaper or news from the mass media, that harassment, exploitation, all these things we observe. But once the principle is recognized, it becomes easier for women to wage the struggle against what is now unacceptable legally and morally. Legally and morally. And in non-democratic setup, this unacceptability would not have legal basis, because principle of individual freedom and dignity would not have the legal and moral force there. The same is true of the caste inequalities. Also, same is true in the caste inequalities. Democracies in India has strengthened means majboot banana, giving weightage the claim of the disadvantaged and discriminated caste for the equal status and equal opportunities. Because on the basis of caste there is discrimination found in India, and in democracy we expect equal status and equal opportunities. There are instances still of the caste-based inequalities. There are many instances still we found that caste-based inequalities and atrocities. Atrocities means what? Instances means examples. And but this lack of moral and legal foundation, perhaps it is recognized that many ordinary citizens value their democratic rights. Expectations from the democracy, expectations from the democracy also function as the criteria. Expectation from the democracy also function as a criteria for judging any democratic country. For judging any democratic country, it is there are the expectation from democracy. Also the function as a criteria. Function is also one of the criteria for judging the democracy. So what is most distinctive about the democracy is that it is the examination. It is the examination never gets over. ये जो एग्जामिनेशन है डेमोक्रेसी की, इट नेवर्स गेट ओवर, कभी खत्म न होने वाली है. As the democracy passes one test, produce another test. This test would be continue in the democracy. As people get some benefits of the democracy, they ask for more and more and wants to make the democracy even better. If the one need fulfill in the democracy, one expectation fulfill, democracy immediate arise the second expectation, because we have to make the democracy even better. So it is the continuous process or cycle goes on for making the democracy better. About the way democracy function, they will always come up with more expectation and many complaints also. The fact that people are complaining is itself a testimony. Testimony means what? Statement made by the witness in court, that is testimony to the success of democracy. It shows that people have developed awareness and ability to expect and to look critically at the power holder and high and mighty. A people expression of the dissatisfaction with democracy should the success of democratic project in the transformation or transform people from the status of the subject into that of a citizen. Most individual today believe that their vote makes a difference. Most of the individual or voters, they think that, or they believe that their votes makes a difference to the way of government is run and to their one self interest. So all this we have discussed related to the giving the dignity to the women and democracy. So democracy support, in short, we can discuss that democracy support the dignity and freedom of the citizen. Main thing is that democracy promote the dignity and freedom. Every man wants to get the respect from the fellow person in society. A lot of conflicts take place among the human being because some feels that they are not treated with the due respect. The passion for the respect and freedom are the basis of democracy. These are the basic of democracy. Passion for the respect and freedom. Democracy in India has strengthened the claim of disadvantaged and discriminated caste for the equal status and equal opportunity. As democracy passes one test, it produced another test. As people get some benefits of the democracy, they ask for more and wants to make the democracy even better. Means this is the continuous process or cycle. That is why when we ask people about the way democracy function, they will always come up with more expectation that increase more and more expectation, and many complaints also arise. The fact that people are complaining, it is itself a testimony. People, they are completing itself, that is the testimony to the success of democracy, that is success of the test of the success of democracy. Overall, we can say that democracy is better than the dictatorship and monarchy or military rule. Is comparing to all this government, democracy is better government, or that is responsive government. What is responsive government? Government in which people have the right to know the decision and have the right and means of examine the process of decision making. That is responsive government. Democratic government is responsive government. Even though accountable government, accountable government means government elected by the people and therefore responsible to them. And there should be the transparency, and we expect transparency of this process in democracy. And this is also legitimate government, means legal chosen government in the that is legitimate government. And this is the end of this chapter, student. Good day.